Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Makes the catch for the out. Here is Aaron Judge. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And a foul ball. Judge waits. Ring him up, says Daryl Parker. That's a strikeout. And here comes Bellinger. Two out, space is empty. In there at the knees. And it's 1-2. And the sweeper misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Two outs. Inside. Full count now. Gets a piece and stays alive. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back here in Philadelphia. And on the mound now, Carlos Rodon.
He has a great ability to command a game, Boog, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid any double bogeys out there, and if he does, his scorecard is going to look pretty good at the end of the day.
Bottom of the first. Now it's the shortstop, Trey Turner. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Up the middle. On the run. Sends it over to first. Nicely done for the out. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Kyle Schwarber.
Next pitch misses. And it's 2-1. And in one hops the wall.
Batting third, the third baseman, Alec.
And here comes Alec Bohm. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Batting fourth, the
Nick
right
Castellanos at the plate now.
Castellanos.
And that one hammered. Bellinger in a full sprint. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now. So Harper stands in. Pitch misses there. Ball 2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Base hit. One run is in. The throw home. In there safely.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole. And
oh, now this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. He is safe.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back at Citizens Bank Park, top of the second, Paul Goldschmidt will climb in.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swings through that one for strike two.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. And it gets by him. Still manages a throw, and he's into second with nobody out.
Really nice job, a two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Runner in scoring position. Swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there, out of here. A massive home run. It's 3-2.
Oh, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
And the batter now, Anthony Volpe. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Now here is Jason Dominguez. That one ripped. Hits the fence. Coming home. He scores to tie it up. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Well done, drives in the run. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Next to hit, Ben Rice. So now 1-2. Dominguez, the lone runner, stands at third with no outs. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Runner from third in to score. 4-3, they take the lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity. And at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
On the slide, and he's got it. So the lineup flips over, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells. And that one a little bit high.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Headed for the plate. He'll score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. And it is 2-1. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning here at the top of the second. And Judge spoils that one. 2-2 on the way. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Squeezes it, and there are 2 outs. Here comes Cody Bellinger. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Not close with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Well, new pitcher will be the lefty Matt Strahm. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Now fly ball to right center. Marsh on the move. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And that'll do it. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
For the Phillies, the center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
Breaking ball inside. And a count 2-1. There's a strike. 95 of that one. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first. Got hit around a little bit. Just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Berg, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious where adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location. Sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
This is Bryson Stott. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying it off.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Here's a big power threat. Kyle Schwarber. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
Got him swinging for the K. Nothing happening on the bases, though.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Now here is Alec Bohm. Rodon ready. Here comes. And that one fouled off.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
He comes home with it. And that's all they'll get.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. 2 outs. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Strike 2. So all 3 runners will be off of the full count pitch with 2 away.
Yeah, this is a good chance to tie this ball game.
Hauls it in to end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Goldschmidt.
Next offering is fouled back. So Goldie strikes out here. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
One down, base is empty. Pitch misses there, and a count is 3-1.
1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Castellanos puts it away for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Anthony Volpe
11.
digs in now.
Anthony Volpe.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
To third. It's through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now Jason Dominguez. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
Volpe, the runner at first with 2 gone. Now a screamer into the outfield. Kepler right there to make the grab. And that is that. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the third. And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryce Harper. In the dirt, 2-1.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. This third inning is so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Judge hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Now batting Max Kepler.
Left fielder Max Kepler.
Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. And a base hit up the middle.
Now
so 2 down. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a miss, and that is that. As we go to the top of the 4th. In now is the Yankees DH, Ben Rice.
Booga, never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So a man at first. And up next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. Out towards left center. Kepler makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Back to the top of the Yankee order. Austin Wells, the next to hit. Man at first, 1 away. Orion Kerkering comes on now.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Righty delivers, and ball 4, 2 aboard.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
First and second, 1 out. Judge getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. On the ground, and it's through for a hit. Hung up in a rundown now. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
In the dirt, but kept close. Count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. 1 out, bases full. Side, 3-2 now.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Swings and misses, struck him out, but no advance from the runners.
Now batting, the first baseman,
And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
That missed by a lot. Now 2 balls and a strike. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Rice on third. Wells on second. Judge on at first with 2 down. High fly ball out to center field. Marsh. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. Back here in Philadelphia, and stepping in is the speedy Bryson Stott. Ball to strike. The pitch.
You know, these Phils really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. Looking at the numbers, they've got 4 hits when they're behind in the count. That says they're absolutely battling at the plate and just not giving up, despite what the count says.
Bellinger hauls it in, and there's 1 away. So the Philly batting order turns over. And now for the Phillies, Trey Turner. Swings and misses. Had him out front for strike 3. Here comes Schwartz to the plate.
The designated hitter, Kyle.
2 down, nobody on.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouls one off. 2-2. That's down and in.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
That one misses. 2-1. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Judge settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that.